I went to an in-person gym location that uses VR almost exclusively for its working out method. Black Box VR is a cardio and weight training facility that is in-person, location-based, and has monthly memberships. How effective is VR when it comes to in-person gym memberships? Let's find out. I was in San Francisco Bay Area for about a week back at the end of March, and me and my friend went to check out Black Box VR, which, as I've already said, is a VR gym, like a real gym that you pay monthly membership for. And I figured with my experience talking about a lot of the fitness games that can be pretty hit or miss, most of them are miss, I really wanted to check this out to talk about it and see what it's all about, see if it can be an effective workout for people who are around these areas. The gym currently has 5 locations: San Francisco, Oceanside, California, Tempe, Arizona, Pariah, Arizona, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, and Boise, Idaho. I want to take y'all through what I experienced, and I'll talk about my final thoughts at the end. It was a really cool experience. I tried several VR location-based experiences just in general in the Bay Area, and this was by far the coolest one that I got to check out. So I hope you enjoy seeing all the footage and stuff that I got to get. When you roll up to Black Box VR, you are greeted with just a really nice presentation, nice little place on Market Street in San Francisco, and you're greeted by the receptionist. I was going through a free trial with my buddy, and so we were taken through the whole process with a member of the training staff there. You go in there, there's basically, I think there was 8 private rooms that you can reserve ahead of time. We had reserved because we were on the free trial, and those look really great. And the extra amenities outside of those private rooms that have the VR setup in them, there are things like training bicycles, warm-up stretch areas, cold towels, restrooms, just the kind of typical locker room stuff you would have at a gym anyway. And then we go into each of our own private rooms to get set up for the actual workout. Workout can vary per person, but I think in general people are taking 45 minutes to an hour to do their full workout. When you walk in, there is 2 resistant bands that are tracked and can be given additional weight or less weight during the process of working out. Your hands have the wrist straps on them, and they each have like a Vive tracker on them so that they know what your hands are doing and where your body is going. Additionally, there is a wired HTC Vive headset that you put on for the entire workout. Now, I only got to see one private room, but I'm assuming that they just all use HTC Vives so that they can work with the tracking Vive controllers and things like that. One of the concerns I had going in was, how good is sanitation, considering that headsets can get really sweaty, and so trying on someone's headset's a lot like putting someone else's earbud in your ear. It's just kind of like, But they have a station for every person whenever they're done with their workout. They put it into a sanitation station, and that sanitation station takes care of and cleans up the trackers and the headset to make it all way more comfortable. Once you get all the hardware set up, personal trainer leaves and you'll get going on the game. Initially, you'll be brought into something that looks like mixed reality, but it's actually not. They've recreated the room that you're in to help you understand where you are, especially if you're new to VR. I think it is super helpful, but it does like perfectly replicate the room that you're in virtual reality. But like, I had like a water bottle. That water bottle wasn't there. It was like the only thing that was different, and it almost freaked me out for a little bit. That worked out really well. And then you get taken into like a sci-fi world where you meet a little hovering robot friend, and it'll teach you a little bit more about how to be in VR if you've never been in VR before or just are not that experienced with it. And then the robot gets captured, and then a big bad guy is capturing her, and you can go after the robot. Now you're a secret agent basically, and you need to go beat up that boss and get the robot back. And so this is the part of the game where if it's your first time playing, it's going to be calibrating what is your best resistance level, what is your endurance, things like that. And when you're starting out, there's just 3 muscle group exercises that you can do, and that is chest supported rows, chest press, and then you can also do squat. There is a total of 8 different muscle group workouts that you can do, but your first time through, they just isolate to those 3. One of the things that I was a little confused about as I was going through it, I didn't really know I was in calibration. I couldn't tell if it was trying to teach me the game or if it was calibrating me on the workout that I was doing. So in that case, I would have liked a little more heads up that I was calibrating. But other than that, the way they do it is it shows a video of one of the owners doing the exercise, each one, chest supported rows, chest press, things like that, and then make sure that you can do it, and then you go for as long as you can with ever increasing weight until it just becomes too much, and then you drop. After you get those calibrated, then you head into the actual game. So the way the game actually works is you're set up kind of like I haven't actually played this game, I've seen it, but it's kind of situated like Blaston is, which is a VR game where I'm a tower and then across from me is another tower, which is a person. In this case, it's the bad guy that stole the robot, and I am almost like tower defense fighting. And there are 2 ways to tower defense fight. One is when you execute a proper movement, then you will send over a powerful attack that will hit that person's shield, or power beacon, which is the main thing you're trying to destroy in order to beat the boss. The other option is there are heroes that you can do small cardio movements for, that when you do them, they'll spawn the hero and that hero will fight for you. Those cardio movements are just little slashes like, oh, like do this 3 times and then it'll spawn that hero. Each hero has a different movement, but they're all very, very short. I'd say like once you're good at them, they should take like 10 seconds or so. And there was 3 in my setup. I think there's 6 to 8 heroes, if I remember correctly, that you could spawn. I think they're more for resting than they are for any actual like workout. So once you spawn your heroes, there is like a certain maximum, I think it's like 2 or 3, and then you can go and do your big movements, the chest press, chest supported rows, and squats, to actually send large volleys over to the enemy tower. The way you do that is you just take an orb that's basically like, oh, here's chest press. You take the orb, put it in the terminal, and then the resistance strength style machine loads up. So if you do squats, that's going to be on the floor. It just stays on the floor, and then you bend down, grab them, and then do your squats, and the band will continue to become harder and harder to pull until you can pretty much no longer do it in order to stop yourself from going. So it'll just keep climbing the weight difficulty, and you are going to keep doing the squats until you can no longer do them. The more you do over time in like a particular set, the better your attacks and like combos will be against them. And then you need to take breaks and then switch to a different workout. At a certain point, you stop working out. You've done all of the workout that you can. You're exhausted, you're tired, and the game, at least for the first time, it basically is like, oh, you defeated the boss, but the boss is still here, and there's other bosses just like it. And it goes through all of the things that you can have in the future. The free trial, by the way, was like 14 days. So you could actually like actively open up all of the secrets within the free trial and then just know what your workout's gonna look like once you've unlocked everything, like all the exercises. Real quick, just to check my notes here, I wanna make sure that I note the 5 other ones. So all 8 of the exercises are lat pull down, chest press, chest supported rows, overhead press, stiff leg deadlift, squat, tricep push down, bicep curls, and that is it. Hey, did you know that I host monthly VR tournaments with payouts? Now you do. Lots of great games, lots of great community members in the Squashy Discord. I really suggest that you check it out. Links in the doobly-doo. Let's get back to the video, yeah? But is it worth it? Is it worth paying regular gym prices for a monthly membership to do it in VR versus doing it in the actual gym? The first person that I'll say that will not enjoy this is someone who's trying to isolate muscle growth. Like right now, I go to the gym and I exclusively focus on all pulling or all pushing or doing legs, things like that. And for that, you can't really do that with this current VR setup that is available as of today. Instead, the people who are looking for fat loss and the people who are looking to just build general full body strength, that is what this is built for currently. And I think that really does cater to the people who are most likely to sign up for a membership or sign up for a free trial and try this out. I will say that the general guidance of using a game to motivate yourself in doing workouts and using that like leaderboard mentality, it does work. Like there's multiple times where I normally would have stopped doing squats that I didn't, that I continued on for a couple more reps because I was playing a game and I just wanted to like beat that boss. That does, however, cause concern because as people degrade in their movements, like there are concerns for hurting yourself because of bad form. Now the game does everything that it can do to stop that from happening, really, outside of like tracking the entire body and telling you, hey, that's bad form. I'm gonna use squats as an example. It has a video of proper form squats going the whole time and reminds you to take breaks. But the truth of the matter is, if I want to beat this boss, maybe I can get another squat in by using my whole back when I go up for a squat and do like some sort of terrible deadlift squat thing, and it'll register in the game as a good action, but instead it could be damaging to your body. Again, the same thing can happen at a regular gym. I don't think Black Box is particularly doing anything wrong. It's just something that I think could happen. So if you go in for a workout, always treat your body over treating the game. That's my biggest suggestion overall. I do think that it's effective. I think that people with kind of like a leaderboard competitive mentality, that they can use Black Box VR as a way to motivate themselves to go to the gym. If you know what you're doing in the gym and you just want to go and lift and be stronger, you're probably going to get more out of a normal gym. But if the idea of working out and playing a game is something that motivates you, this is a really great option. It's better than I thought it would be. It has a lot of great uses, and at least the one I went to, the gym itself is clean, it's great, it's a nice atmosphere to be in. The people that were working there, I worked with probably 3 or 4 people when I went in, and they were all wonderful people, and so that helps out tremendously previously just in general for me suggesting it overall. The setup's great. It's awesome. It is for a very select group of people, and that is, I think, all of my notes on the workout itself. The last thing that I do want to note is kind of in conjunction with my leaderboard discussion. You can like join teams within Lightbox VR and battle things out. You can have point totals. You can win prizes for being like the best person within a month, like the person with the most points scored, things like that. And the app is really, really nice for tracking all that information. You like right here on the screen, you can see all of the really great stuff that's gone into development of the app. They also have a website, but the website is not very good. It could be good at like tracking things, but like both me and my friend, entirely different setups for computers, trying things on mobile, not on the app, like on the website itself, and the website just didn't work most of the time. We eventually had to email or call in to get like free trials set up or to get like accounts working appropriately. So all that information is for you to do what you wish. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this kind of vlog, talk about it, review style, let me know. I'd love to do this for other location-based VR entertainment experiences. So see you guys. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate your time and viewership. If you would like to join the community, I host monthly VR tournaments and community nights in my Discord. I would love for you to stop by, say hi, and get involved. On top of that, we are always talking about new news and events in social and casual sport VR. I look forward to seeing you around.